Okay. Okay! Oh, here we go. The body of the piano girl is missing from the morgue. It sickens me. I almost can't write it down, but I already know what's happened. I met with Rose, and now I understand where the last piece of her puzzle fits in. I must remind myself that I am a public servant, but I shudder to face the vigilante thoughts I have within. If my hands ever found his neck, I would... No, I must collect evidence and do this the right way, but I fear the evidence is now only bones or piano keys. At worst, they are one and the same. Alright. Here we go. Alright, oh, and the reason why I don't like a bunch of these, like the hidden object games is one, they were mass produced at some point, like, just, they got out of hand. They were fucking everywhere, and the quality was very, very cheap on them. Second off, a lot of it's kind of bullshit, because, you know, they'll give you the name of something, or it's like, what the hell is that? Or it's like something completely different from what you'd think it would be. And or things are almost like invisible in some cases. But anyhow, Daily Dread, Nightmare in E minor. Classes at the elementary school finished early today when the music teacher was arrested and the newly restored class piano was confiscated as evidence to a murder. Witnesses say that his fingernails left gouges in the piano as he was dragged away, repeatedly screaming, "Success is in the bones!" Medical examiners later recovered dismembered body parts of the student who was recently killed by the same falling piano. To everyone's horror, the new ivory piano keys were matched to her bones. Great. Dead diary. My piano friend was very happy. She said that we won the game we were playing. It was so much fun to be with her, but now I'm sad because she said she has to go away now and we won't see each other anymore. She didn't want me to cry, and she told me I can always hum the favorite song she wrote for me when I want to remember her. But she said it was important to change the name of the song so it's not called Human Ivory anymore. She said with my help the meaning of the song is different now and it's a happy but reverent song. I don't know what reverent means, but I will remember what she said. The new title of the song will be My Humble Hour. I will draw another picture here for my good friend. Aww. Alrighty, Daily Dread, Pearly White's Puzzler. The police have a mystery on their hands they should really be able to sink their teeth into. Who's writing these? Authorities have recently established a link between several missing persons cases. Over half a dozen of the missing have the same common link. Each was last seen on his or her way to a dentist appointment, apparently to have their teeth whitened. Doctor of the Stars, halitosis. Commented, they never showed up. I hope they're all okay. The mayor added, our police are on it. We'll get to the root. Okay, guys, you saw your chance and took it and then took it again and again and again. I got it. Alright. Chapter 3. Alright. Alrighty, another email. From ex-wife to ex-husband. This is extremely hard for me to write. You won't even let me see my own daughter, but I will be strong. I know you love Rose as much as I do, and you're only doing what you think is right. That is why you can't hurt me anymore. As long as she is your first priority, then I will survive. But I also have to do what I think is right. You can exile me, but you can't stop my love for our child. Every fiber of my being tells me that she is not sick. She has something that science and medicine can't understand. I made an appointment for someone to visit her, a different kind of doctor. I want to nurture the special gift our daughter has. We have to encourage her to understand she is special and to learn to embrace what she is. Your still loving ex-wife. Okay, so they might have actually separated on the basis of, you know, the kid. Maybe. I don't know. At this point, I'm just rolling with it. From ex-husband to ex-wife. Acupuncture? Acupuncture? Are you insane? I just got off the phone with your fruitcake voodoo doctor. What are you trying to do to this poor child? She's my daughter too, so if you think that there's any way I'm going to let some witch doctor stick pins in Rose, you've got another thing coming. She'll get all the shots she needs at the asylum. I think we both know who's got deeper pockets if you want to start another legal battle. If you try to sneak in another voodoo quack, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. This isn't a threat, it's a promise. Don't test me. This is exactly why it didn't work between us and why it will never work again. As long as I'm the only one living in reality, I'm the only one with custody. Your still devoted ex-husband. Okay. Rose is tormented by images of voodoo needles mixed with heavy thoughts of a dentist's office. Find teeth to get to the root of her fears. Alright, that's done. How arrogant is this dentist clown? It only takes a junior investigator to follow the path to his doorstep. I consider it a personal insult for him to deny any involvement. I'm going to figure it out sooner or later, but where is the evidence? Doctor of the Stars. Am I supposed to be impressed by that fancy title? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I'm going back to his poolside home office. Wow, what a great surprise! I was getting so lonely, but now I made a whole bunch of new friends. They all showed me their nice white teeth. I wonder how often their parents told them to brush their... And then it goes to sulfuric acid! Fantastic. Oh boy. Alright. Let's see. D. Where's the D? This is starting to happen like clockwork. She's not asleep, but she's not awake. With her eyes rolled back in her head, over and over she repeats it. Sulfuric acid. Is it a trance? A seance? I hesitate to call it any sort of communion with the dead. I really don't believe in that sort of thing. There's no way Rose would even know what sulfuric acid is. How many regular people even know how... How many regular people even know how you could use it to make evidence disappear? Oh boy. This is a screen. Okay. Alright, Dead Diary. My friends came to visit me again. At first they all agreed that we need some help with this new puzzle. But then it got hard to remember what kind of puzzle pieces I'm supposed to be trying to understand, because they all started to talk at the same time. One said something about eating breakfast cereal, another said no, it was killing your hunger with breakfast cereal. This one said you need $1 million smile to be a star, and that one said, no, only stars have enough money to buy a smile that shines like $1 million. It was all so confusing. I wish they would agree because I really want to help my friends, but I'm not sure what they wanted. Then finally, one of them put up her hands and the others were quiet. She said, dig down to the root of the problem and everything else will just dissolve away. That seemed to make them all happy and they nodded and said, yes, that's the piece of the puzzle we'll need. I'll tell Uncle. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. It's time to make my move. That smug dentist is going down. I feel like knocking those $1 million teeth right out of his head with a hammer, one by one. But soon enough I'll nail him to the wall. Just need to dig up a bit of the past and see how dirty he gets. Tonight I'll pay a little visit to his basement and see what horrors come to light. I expect to recover a number of trophies, none of which are part of any smile. Alright. Fava beans. I can't do the noise. Or the... No, that's tongue clicking. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what I'm doing. Okay, trophy. That's a trophy? Okay. Alright, level's complete. Smile! Cure evidence. Multiple homicide charges for a dentist of the stars, Dr. Hal Itosis. After a raid on his home office, police turned up jars of teeth matching the x-rays of his missing clients, now victims. We found a lot more than just the teeth of the victims we knew of. Turns out there are many, many more. Detective Ravenswood added. He's a serial killer who dissolved the bodies of his victims in a pool of sulfuric acid, all except the teeth which he reserved for transplanting into his celebrity clientele. Our next job is to track down the stars who don't yet know they may have a mouthful of evidence. Ooh, that's not great. Dead diary. It was like a birthday party. So many happy people. Even more showed up, so I made more and more friends. We celebrated and everyone said it was great and that we solved the next puzzle. I was very surprised to see so many people and they just kept showing up one after another. But then it happened again. The time came when they all gathered together to let me know that they would all be going away. It's so sad to see them go. Why do my friends always leave me? I'm going to be so lonely when they go. I wonder if I'll ever make a new friend again. Alright, Daily Dread. Printing press predicament. Say that 5 times fast. A local husband and wife team needs the help of the public in finding the missing partner of the printing press duo, which prints our very own Daily Dread newspaper. Please help, begged Mr. Smear. I can't live without her. She is the light of my life. Light of my life. Oh, please help us. In support of this local tragedy, the Daily Dread is printing this issue in Smear's recent signature ink called Bliss, a color so bright and bold it will surely be talked about for ages to come. Okay. Oh wow, this is a place. Chapter 4. There you go. Alrighty. It's all done. The patient herself is the best ally to my greater plan. Very little coercion is needed for the father to agree that my injections are absolutely necessary. I need simply to show him that his daughter's diary entries, a pathetic fantasy with a revolving door cast of constant hallucinations. The welling of his eyes will renew his horror and desperation. The only potential snag is this detective relative. He has found a way through the legal system to gain continued access to my subject. So far, the father perceives him as merely an unavoidable but sympathetic family member in lieu of the mother. Yet, I suspect a little proactive caution is in order. I shall have to find a way to terminate his access. Perhaps my good old inkblot test manipulation will give me a new set of tools. Alright. Okay, that's an image I did not need. Dr. Fraud is using an ink blot test to plant the seeds of a nightmare. Like barbs on a rose bush, they prick at her subconscious mind. Get rid of the thorns. Here we go. I do have to say, I really like the visuals of this game. Even if I don't like how the game plays itself. Alright. All complete. Let's see. What happened? My access has been revoked and I can't get in to see Rose anymore. This smells rotten and I think I know the source. I recognize the foul stench of that doctor a mile away. I'm beginning to lose my patience with this charlatan. My hands are tied by the legal system, but my heart is not. I've got to calm down and keep rational. But who's going to keep an eye on Rose now? My stupid brother-in-law? He's the reason that she's in there in the first place. Angry, and I'm getting angrier and angrier. Dead Diary, where's Uncle? He didn't come to see me. I thought that I would be all alone, but good news, a new friend came to see me. Her name is Mrs. Smear, and she likes puzzles too. She even prints her own puzzles with a special ink she called coagulating ink. And that's not great. Okay. Alright, so this is fantastic. How did I know that it was going to be blood? Blood ink. The best of inks. Alrighty, there we are. From ex-husband to ex-wife. Sorry your brother's access has been cut off. I know he's a good man. I was never opposed to him visiting Rose. In fact, I trust his sense of logic and reason. I did ask the doctor why your brother's access was revoked. He explained that it was unfortunately amplifying her pain. He administered an ink blot test and determined the visits from her brother were only encouraging Rose's schizophrenia. I'm doing the right thing, aren't I? Dr. Fraud's resume and reputation are unparalleled. We were lucky to find him in the first place. He only agrees to admit the most desperate cases. I only had you banned because you keep pushing that fortune teller agenda. I mean, what if you're wrong? Did you consider how that could affect her if you're simply feeding the fire? Your distressed ex-husband. Very peculiar. I suppose it was just the wind. It's just that, no, there's no way that bird could have... I'm really starting to lose my mind here. It's enough to believe Rose that is channeling help from the spirit world, but now messages delivered by this crow. Yet, here it is, a page from Rose's diary, another clue. Coagulating ink. What does that mean? Alright. From ex-wife to ex-husband. No, I don't buy it anymore. There's something wrong with that doctor. Now Rose is all alone in that place. If you were a con artist, would you want a highly decorative detective snooping around your feet? My brother was onto him. Now I'm more convinced than ever before. There's nothing wrong with Rose, and she's in a lot of danger if she stays there. Please, we need to get her out of there. If neither my brother nor I can get in there to see her, I'm going to work with someone who can. I'm hiring a professional psychic to make contact with Rose on the inside. Your determined ex-wife. Dead Diary. Uh-oh, my friend Mrs. Smear seems very upset. She said that we're going to play a new game and it's very important that we win it quickly. She said it has something to do with my mommy. I'm going to make sure that I do the best job I have ever done before. Maybe this means that I'll finally be able to see Mommy again. I love my mommy. Mrs. Smear said that I'm going to see something about a person who is pretending to be able to solve puzzles like I can. But she's not really a special person. She's a phony. If I do this right, I'll be able to help my uncle... I'll be able to help my friend Mrs. Smear. Mommy and Uncle... That reading was horrible. Hold on. If I do this right, I will be able to help my friend Mrs. Smear, Mommy, and Uncle all at the same time. Mrs. Smear said that I have to remember to leave another page from my diary by the window again tomorrow for my pet bird. And then the crow footprints. I kind of like that. Okay, here we go. There we go. Alright, Rose's new message got through. Another puzzle delivered on the wing, and I know how to solve it. Now I'm truly able to say, a little birdie told me so. No point denying it anymore. Either I'm in the middle of something paranormal, or I should be in the asylum. Still, no sense revealing this beyond my own personal notes. Indeed, what a headline it would be. Detective Ravenwood's secret source revealed as Edgar Allan Crow. So I've finally gone mad. If I've finally gone mad, sorry. If I've finally gone mad, I'll embrace it. Tonight I'm going to the printing press to collar another criminal.